you. Okay, today we are going to discuss a new topic from the class 9th, and the topic name is matter around us. Okay, so let us discuss in detail that what is matter. Fine. So matter around us. Before going to discuss about the topic, let us discuss that what is matter. So suppose see here, are you able to see the board? Yes, this is the board. And what is this? This is my t-shirt. These are my spectacles which I am wearing. Okay, fine. So see here, all these things are made up of matter. So the definition we can give that what is matter? So matter is nothing but anything that has mass, that occupies space and have mass, that is called the matter. So here anything, that may be anything in the world, in the universe. See here, the anything, suppose this is the board, assume that this is my hand. Okay, I will place my hand on the board. So my hand occupied the space occupied. So the space, anything that occupies the space and my hand have mass, and that is called as matter. Do you understand now? So let us, we have to discuss about a famous Indian philosopher. So his name is Maharshi Khanna. So what he said that actually matter is made up of very small particles. Suppose, let me explain that. Okay, suppose assume that this is a paper. Okay, fine. If I divide this paper, I am going to tear the paper. Okay, the paper is here and it is made into two pieces. Okay, suppose still if I divide it into again teeny pieces, again if I tear the paper. Okay, so I will continue, I will make it continue, I will tear the papers continuously. So what happens after, still if you divide, if you cut the papers into small pieces, at one point you cannot divide them. Yes or no? So at that point we cannot divide them, and that smallest particle, which cannot be dividable, which cannot be divided, or which is indivisible. Okay, so this is a paper. If you cut, again it becomes small. If you cut, it becomes small. Again, if you cut, it's small. It reaches to a point where it will be undivisible. We cannot divide it. So in his belief, so what he said, so that particle is called as Paramanu. So that was said by Maharshi Khanna. Do you understand? Okay, fine. And at the same time, the same idea was given by, see here, this paper, if you tear it continuously, it reaches to a small point, it reaches a small particle which we cannot even divide. So at the same time, the same idea was given by another person, and his name is Democritus. What he said? So he said that indivisible parts, indivisible pieces, so we are calling it as Paramanu, and they said they are nothing but atoms. Do you understand? And this name, the name atoms, came from the Greek called atomos, which means uncut or indivisible, means we cannot divide it still. So this is about the introduction about the matter, how the matter came, and what is matter. Okay, so who is Maharshi Khanna, what he believed about the matter, smallest particles which is undivisible, and he named them as Paramanu. And Democritus, and again in his idea, in the same time, he said that Paramanu is nothing but he called it as the atoms. So what is atoms? From where it came? So from the Greek word, so atomos, which means uncut and indivisible. Do you understand? Right. Now let us discuss about the characteristics of the matter. Okay, so here we have discussed what is matter, and what Indian philosopher Maharshi Kanad has said about the matter into small particles, and he named them as Paramanus. Next, another philosopher, big philosopher, he named it as atoms, right? Now coming to the matter, this matter has four characteristics. So how many total? Four characteristics. Let us discuss what are they. The first character is matter. So what is matter actually? Anything that has mass and occupy the space. Now here let us discuss about the four characters. Matter is made up of very smallest particles. Okay, that is the first character. How, if you may get the doubt that how much small they are, how small they are. They are the small which we cannot see even by using the microscope also. We cannot see them. That is the size of the particles. Okay, and next, second one. Next, second character. And see here, these particles, the smallest particles, okay, what they will do is, they will not stay at one place. They will move from one place to another place. If you observe in the morning, when the light rays enter into our houses, into our house through window or through door, what we observe that there you observe a small dust particles. Yes or no? They are moving here and there. So that movement is called actually they are not in order. We call it a zigzag movement. Okay. So here what you learn, what is the second character is the matter. They are continuously in the particles of matter. They are continuously in motion. They are continuously in motion. And how they move in a not in order. They will move zigzag. Like suppose this is a particle, it will move like this. So we cannot say in which direction. And this motion of the particles or this movement we call it as Brownian movement or Brownian motion, another name. Okay, do you understand? Now coming to the third, let us discuss about the third character. These particles of matter, they will have some force between them. They will have the force of attraction between them. Okay, do you understand now? Suppose assume that this is a particle, okay, small particle, and here you will have another particle. They will try to attract another particle with some force. So these particles of matter have the force of attraction between them. Force of attraction between them. Do you understand? Now, the fourth character. What is the fourth character? See here, and these particles of matter, they will have some space between them. They are not very closely, they will have some space. So, the particles of matter have the space, it consists of space between them. So, space between the particles. Okay, suppose that here it is one particle and here it is another particle. Okay, suppose this is a paper. Okay, this is a paper. So, paper is made up of small particles. So, all these are the small particles assume that, and these particles in between them there will be a small space, and that space is called as intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. Okay, are you getting my point? Intermolecular space, the space which is present between the particles of matter. So here one particle, here the space which is present between them, that is called as intermolecular space. Suppose if you observe the same paper, so I said that the particles exert some force between them, and the force of attraction between them is called intermolecular force. Intermolecular force. Okay, so these are the four characters of the matter. So first one is the matter is made up of very small particles which we cannot even see through microscope also. Second one, they will be continuing in state of motion. They will move here and there. So, and that motion is called zigzag motion, and another name is given as Brownian motion. And the third one, the particles which are present in the matter, they will have force of attraction between them, and that force is also called as intermolecular force. And they will have the space between the particles of the matter, and the name given for that space is called as intermolecular space. Let us discuss about the next topic. Now, states of matter. I said that matter have different characteristics. That characteristics I explained, total 4 characteristics, that they are very smaller in size, okay, the particles, and next one is they will have some force of attraction between them, force present between them, okay, between the particles of matter, and third one, so, and they have the space between the particles, and they are continuously in state of motion, okay, the particles are. And see here, these characters are not same for all the matter. So here, let me tell you about states of matter. I said that matter, anything that has mass and occupy the space. Suppose I will take the matter. So let us see. We discuss about total 3 types of matter. How many? 3 types. Okay. First one we will see. First solids, and next one liquids, okay, and next gases. 3 types of matter. So solids, liquids, and gases. Understand? So solid is an object which has mass. Suppose this is a solid, this is a pen. So if I place it, occupies the space and it has mass. If I take water, so water is also, if it has some mass and it occupies some space. Even gas also in this room, okay, the gas is completely filled, okay, and it has some mass and it occupies the space, okay, fine. So now here, see here, what is the role play on these states by the characters. Here now, listen here, total 4 characters I have given. They are very smaller in size, okay, particles, and force of attraction, space, and motion. Fine. Now let us discuss about the solids. So what role play, or how the characteristics will depend on the matter. Understand? Okay, fine. Now come to that force between them. Solids. Assume that this is a solid. This is a pen. So this, assume that this is a pen. I will draw the pen here. Okay, this is a pen. Fine. If I try to break this pen, it is not possible. Why? Because it is very strong. So how the pen is getting the more strength or more strongness? Because of the particles which are present in them. Why? Because see here, suppose let us consider these characters. If I say, we know that the matter, the pen is made up of matter. Matter is nothing but consists of small particles. So these are the small particles, solid particles or pen particles. Assume that these are like this, small particles. They have combined. Okay, they have combined. So I will draw like this. So they have combined together. Assume that there is no space, very less space, and they are negligible. We cannot consider that space. Okay, so assume that these are very small particles. So all are very closely. They are very closely here. So the space is negligible. So in solids, the space is very less and they are very closer to each other. If they are very close, the force will be more. If there is more force, they will be very strong. Do you understand? And the motion is also very less. I said that the particles will continue in state of motion. We call it as Brownian motion also. Okay, Brownian movement. But here the motion will be very less. That's why the solid are, we call it as rigid object. Rigid means very strong. And suppose if you try to compress this, if you compress, it is not possible, because this is the arrangement of the particles inside the solids. And coming to the liquids, suppose that if you take water, assume this is a glass, I have taken water. So again, water is also made up of small particles. So here you observe how I am drawing the structure. Okay, so here there is the liquid particles are like this, which are water particles. So again come to the characteristic, how the characters play role on these matter. Here the force of attraction between the particles, here observe that all the particles are very close, so more force will be there. So force of attraction is very more, so that's why it is very strong. So now coming to this, here they are somewhat apart from each other, some distance. So force of attraction will be here, force of attraction more, very more, and here force of attraction less compared with the solids, and here space is less between the particles, okay, and motion is also very less. Motion is very less in solid. Now coming to here, so force of attraction is less, so and next space is more. More means comparing with the solid space will be more, and motion, they will have motion. Motion is there, motion is present. Do you understand? Okay, so why? Because there is a space between the particles. So this space is called intermolecular space, I said, and that force attracting on the particles is called for intermolecular force, I said, and space will be more. So that's why if you compress, so it will be compressible. Why? Because this is the reason the arrangement of molecules is different. Okay, now coming to the gases. Suppose, assume that I have taken again a glass. So gas we cannot see here. So if you observe the arrangement of the, so gas is made up of gas particles. So if you observe here the space is less, here the space is negligible, very less, and here the space is more. Okay, so if the space is more, so we call force of attraction is very less. Force of attraction is very less comparing with the both liquids and solids. And here, so motion is also more. Motion is very more, means they will move here and there easily, the particles, and the space is also more. Space is also more. So that's why it can easily compressible. Okay, and it can move here from one place to another place easily. So this is about the states of matter. Now let us discuss about the properties. So we will discuss the properties, solids, liquids and gases. So